I turned 16, I got my driver's license, and suddenly
Cool.
I was free. I could be out in the open road with nothing.
Why do I think that's going to come crushing down? Although part of it is because I've read the description.
Horizon pulled me ever onward. But instead, I'm just driving my little sister to and from soccer in my mom's minivan.
Kevin, you're not just driving me to soccer. I have flute lessons tomorrow, remember?
This is my life.
And on Friday, you're taking me to Tina's birthday party.
Chauffeur to a grade school.
And then Saturday, I've got ballet.
I could be out there making my own destiny. But instead, I'm just spinning my wheels and going nowhere.
Just like
Yep,
Hamster.
just like,
Like
daily
this,
responsibilities.
He's super fast. Look at him go.
I can't believe I'm having hamster envy. No, 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 no. Oh,
Car breaks down.
Why are we stopped? Can you fix it? Can you fix it? Can you fix it?
No, not really. But I figured.
Greetings, Earth creatures. The two
Oh, I see where this is going, but I won't spoil.
We will now bestow upon you powers unimaginable.
Ooh, like the power to fly?
Okay, I guess some of them are imaginable, but most of them
How
are
about
beyond
super
it.
strength?
Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna start bestowing now before you guess them all.
Whoa! I can't believe this.
So, are they both getting their powers?
Use your powers wisely.
Okay.
And use them for good.
We will.
Bye, Mr. Alien.
You hear that? We're gonna be a brother-sister superhero team.
Superheroes.
This is it. This is my destiny. They said the power of flight, right?
Yep.
Then let's go. Up, up, and away.
And it somehow missed our lead character.
It's easy. Just lift your feet.
Wait, where did you get the outfit?
I have no idea.
And where's mine?
Just lift your feet.
He didn't get
It's
him.
not as easy as you make it. Hey, Gretel, don't do that.
So,
Sorry.
I get
Okay,
the
I got
sense that, yeah, this sneak peek, it's giving the basic
Maybe
premise
you're
of
not
the
using
Hamster and
your
Gretel series.
muscles or
I'm
something.
using my muscles. It's just not. What is going on? They said the two of us were supposed to get powers.
You're
Now
the audience
they
character, that's what's
specifically
going
said
on. You're
the
supposed to be
two-
the super relatable, like, human character with no superpowers. And it somehow got Hamster, too.
Oh, I get it. The two of us. They weren't even talking to you.
Yep. This is my life.
Hamster and
But hey,
Gretel
that's cool. It's
coming
better
this
than being
summer
stuck
to
on the
Disney
road.
Channel.
Okay, I was actually pretty surprised by that. So, what's going on, everybody? Blood Moon Bobby here. Hopefully the trailer audio wasn't too loud. Lately I've been having some audio issues. I really hope that the developers behind Ground Control really get their shit together soon. But anyway, we're not here to talk about any technical issues I've been experiencing. We're here to talk about Hamster and Gretel. So, I still remember hearing about this series a while back when Disney TVA or DTVA first announced it, and I didn't know too much at the time. I basically just knew that it was created by one of the people behind Phineas and Ferb, Dan. I think it's Dan Povenmire. So, in case in case you want to know more about Hamster and Gretel, let's look at the trailer's description. Quote, the co-creator of Phineas and Ferb, Dan Povenmire, brings you Hamster and Gretel coming this summer. Gretel, Grant Gomez, and her pet hamster are given superpowers by aliens and the big responsibility of being heroes on Earth. Gretel's teen brother, Kevin, on the other hand, was overlooked by the aliens and is stuck being superhero adjacent. However, he is often the brains behind each mission. Now Hamster and Gretel must save the world from one supervillain after another, all while keeping their identities a secret, unquote. So does that mean they can't even tell their parents and that kind of thing? Well, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles in superhero world. So before I get into my thoughts on the trailer, I'll talk about a bit about my thoughts on Dan Povenmire's previous work, that of course being Phineas and Ferb and Milo Murphy's Law. I'll be honest, I'm not super into the two shows. It's kind of a show that, I'll watch once in a while. Like, I still remember I did a review, or actually I did a review with my friend Gabby of that Phineas and Ferb Disney Plus movie, Candace Across the Universe, which was actually a pretty sweet movie. So if you'd like to check it out, please click on the card right over here. So yeah, that was all well and good. I will say I'm really more of like a casual observer when it comes to Povenmire's shows. Like, I don't know what it is. I just kind of feel like the humor is a bit over the top for my taste. It's still something I'll watch every once in a while. Like, I've seen a couple episodes of Milo Murphy's Law. I watched a handful of episodes of Phineas and Ferb before I saw that Disney Plus movie. So it's something that I'll watch casually, but it's not something that I'm very much into. So I kind of look at it from much more of an observer kind of perspective. But I will say that I did like this trailer for Hamster and Gretel, and I was genuinely surprised about the whole premise of the show and how Hamster and Gretel got their powers. I mean, so it was interesting seeing that, they got their superpowers from aliens, and Gretel's brother, what's the brother's name again? Kevin did not get any superpowers, which I think it's kind of a sign to me that he's going to be more of like the audience character, the one who's seen as being more down to earth, kind of like Marco from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, or like the Pine Twins from Gravity Falls. So more of a character of that sort, or certainly something like Molly McGee from The Ghost of Molly McGee. I mean, of course, those like four characters have very different personalities, but I think they serve a similar purpose in those shows, in that they're meant to be more of like the down-to-earth like audience characters. So I think that's the position Kevin's going to be in. And Kevin also kind of reminds me of a sort of motif that I've seen in Povenmire's previous show, Phineas and Ferb. Maybe not to this extreme, but something like a Candace Flynn from Phineas and Ferb. I mean, I don't think that Kevin is like gonna go around and like trying to stop like Gretel's like, any enthusiastic plans that she comes up with or anything of the sort. But I could see Kevin as being more of that like character that's like, not, always motivated, or maybe being in situations where he thinks Gretel is taking things a little too far, and that kind of situation. And maybe even at times, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an episode where we get to see him feeling like kind of discouraged, and feeling wishing that he can have like a really amazing powers the way Gretel has, especially because when we saw in that trailer, he was kind of bummed that he didn't get any of the superpowers that Gretel got. So that's where I could see them going with his character. And so I imagine that we'll get to see even more of Gretel and Hamster's powers in the show itself. I mean, we saw in the trailer here, of course, they have the ability to fly, and Gretel has super strength, like how she was able to bend that stop sign. So yeah, so I'd be really curious to see what other additional powers she and Hamster have. Maybe they'll even like learn some new powers like along the way when they start to learn even more about their abilities and so forth. So I kind of feel like I get a sense of the dynamic that's going on here. Like in that Gretel is probably going to be the character who's like super enthusiastic, ready to save the world from bad guys. Kevin is like the kind of character that needs a bit of encouragement, but I think in the end is willing to help out Gretel, because I think even in the description they say that he is often the brains behind each mission. So even if he doesn't have superpowers, I could see him helping out Gretel. And then there's the whole thing with the parents, where I mean, I don't know for sure if the parents are not supposed to know about their secret identities, but I can kind of see a formula in the episodes working where you got Hamster and Gretel ready to save the world. Kevin is probably trying to help them out, or maybe needs a bit of encouragement. And the parents, meanwhile, are like completely oblivious to, you know, like them having superpowers. Or maybe they'll do a thing where it's like they see that, you know, some shit's going down, but they're not aware that, like, Gretel and Kevin are involved. Are they gonna go as far as to say that, like, are they even gonna go as far as to where, like even if they see, like, Gretel, let's say if they see Gretel flying on TV, are they gonna be like, you know, oh, who is that character? She looks just like our daughter, and that, like, kind of thing. So yeah, that's a dynamic that I could see playing out. I'm not saying for certain I think that's gonna go, but yeah, I mean, but it just kind of gets me into thinking. It just kind of reminds me of how, like, in Phineas and Ferb, there was that dynamic where Phineas and Ferb were coming up with a crazy invention. Candace would be trying to tattletale on them, and meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz was, like, coming up with his own evil plan. So there was always those three things going on in a lot of the Phineas and Ferb episodes. So I'm kind of wondering if that's the direction that Povenmire is going for in this new show, where we're going to see, so I'm just wondering at this point if we're going to see a situation where Hamster and Gretel are doing the butt kicking, Kevin is trying to help them out, or there may be times where he needs a bit of motivation to help. Again, I'm not exactly sure if the parents are just going to be completely oblivious and they're not aware at all that Hamster and Gretel are out there saving the day, but are they, you know, going to be oblivious? That's what I like to know when the series comes out. And speaking of Doofenshmirtz, I'm also, you know, wondering what, you know, villains that the people working on this show are going to come up with. Are they going to be just as, like, memorably goofy and creative as somebody like Doofenshmirtz, who was always, like, one of my favorite characters to see when I did turn on Phineas and Ferb. So at this point, I'm just kind of doing the sort of, like, film student thing where I'm going through, like, somebody's work and, like, trying to, you know, figure out, you know, what are the things that this creator has used in the past that they may use once again in this new project. So at this point, I'm just wondering if that's all that's going to go into Hamster and Gretel. I'm not going to do, like, a full-on review where I review every single episode, but what I will do is I'll watch the first couple episodes, kind of like what I did with the Lucas the Spider show on Cartoon Network, and give you my thoughts on the first couple episodes. So I guess we'll find out more about Hamster and Gretel when the show comes out this summer. So let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of the trailer for Hamster and Gretel? What do you think of Dan Povenmire's previous work? Even though I just gave you my 2 cents, the truth is I'd like to hear your thoughts on this trailer down below in the comments. So until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos, and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.